You're listening to the Last Seen Online podcast. Visit us on YouTube at Last Seen Online. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to whoa. Hey, thank you, Clutch. Thank you, brother. Thank you. What's going on, everybody? Fucking happy Tuesday. You guys are joining in at the perfect time because we are getting ready to start hardcore episode 2. It is a podcast that me and a couple friends have started. Each week we are going to go over our thoughts for the week. From hot fixes, patching, what the latest just news is in general, class changes, what classes we played, and yeah, I mean just all in all, what we think the state of the game is currently. And I am your host, Corey, and welcome to Hardcore Casuals. And let's see here. I got a couple normal co-hosts. Saint Reaper, how's it going, bud?
Hey, how's it going, team? Going pretty well tonight. Looking forward to our next chat.
All right, and of course we got the Superman himself, Superstar. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's going good. I'm ready.
And we have a couple guests with us today as well. We have Sinstril. How's it going, man?
Not too bad.
And a very, very long time friend of myself. Like we're talking like 15, probably longer than 15 years at this point. Venom, how you doing, buddy?
Nice.
Doing good, my friend. I'm just here for the laughs, you know.
What it's all about, man. That's what it's all about.
If you ain't laughing, you ain't living. That's how it is.
Exactly. Well said.
All right. Well, I guess let's just hit the hammer on the nail right off the bat. What's up with the auction houses being closed down?
I didn't know it was closed down.
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
goes
I
to
didn't try to use the
auction
auction house.
houses?
Yeah, the rumor
Yeah, well-
was I got a message today regarding the auction house being closed down due to Russian hackers and supporters of the war effort using it to sell illicit gold to fund a war machine.
See, we're starting with a good laugh. I like that.
Is that like legit?
Apparently, there may have been a blue post that had got removed regarding that, and the auction house being shut down for 2 months is what I heard.
So
Holy
it's
fuck.
still shut down right now.
It was working for me earlier.
I'm literally about to go check out the auction house because if Russia's using WHAA gold to fund the war effort, I'm about to donate. No, I'm just kidding.
They need every fucking penny they can get.
Holy shit.
They can have every gold I have, which is a whole like 12,000. So we're good to go.
Oh shit. Hey, sorry, Overwatch God. Thank you. Thanks for the follow, man. Here's some cool ones for you, man. Happy Tuesday, brother. But yeah, let's see I forgot where I read it. I think I came across it on the MMO Champ, I think. There was a post that was talking about it got closed down because of something PvP gear related was what I read.
PvP gear related, but as in what? Like because most PvP gear I thought you can't even put on the auction house unless it's
craft it.
craftable.
The crafting gear.
I mean, that's really the same story because isn't the war effort PvP?
True. That's true.
I
Second
mean, you're
good
not
laugh.
wrong.
Oh man.
Maybe it had something to do with that crash that we experienced yesterday as well.
Well, I've actually been noticing a few other bugs. I went to go try a World Crest before in that, Ring of Blood-isk place in the Onarian Plains. And I go there and you can't even talk to the NPC, and now it just turned into a battleground between Horde and Alliance. Everyone's sitting there beating the crap out of each other, saying, "Can someone start the quest?" Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, are you in war mode then?
Yes, I am. Of course. Who doesn't
Ah,
go into war mode? Okay, and just so everyone knows, the auction house is working. I just checked it out.
Nice.
That's good. Well, for us it is, anyways.
Yeah, not for Russia, but for us it is.
Yeah, I'm surprised Russia can't even play. I thought they cut Russia off because of the whole Ukraine war.
How dare you limit the Russian people to a good old WoW
Well,
experience?
well, I thought our good old president,
Oh, fucking
cut.
senile.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't say that over here.
All right,
Can't
let's
say that. I
Hey,
don't
we're
want
all
to get
thinking it.
canceled.
We're all thinking it, though. We're with you.
Mumbles McGee over there.
Okay, well, how about this cross-faction, mythic, cross-realm, and Hall of Fame eligibility? So, I mean, this is exciting right here because we could run basically almost everything, and it would count towards guild achievements. Obviously,
Really?
you have to. Yeah. Let's see here. It
know.
says Hall of Fame entries will require at least 16 out of 20 raiders from the same guild and same faction to be eligible for the rewards. And
That's cool.
I mean, for us, because one community, but because we'll have people that they prefer to play the horde. So we got
That's me. That's me for sure. Because I definitely prefer playing Horde, and now I'm not limited to playing Alliance. Because that's the only reason why I played Alliance. Because I have a lot of friends that play Alliance. So
yeah. So
I do agree. I started off as Alliance, but as my experience in WoW increased, I tended to favor the Horde after a while. But that's before they did this core. I was the same way. I came over to Alliance because Corey over here and a lot of my other friends always were playing Alliance. So I was like, I guess I'll go over here and chill in Stormwind. I'll go sit in Elwyn Forest and one tap Knowles all day.
hey,
yeah,
we've had good times.
Oh, we did. Ninja Luda's Adventures.
Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna start a poll here and see what everybody in chat prefers here. Horde or Alliance chat?
Horde.
Let's see what
In the
everybody
interim.
thinks.
All right, between the five of us, Corey, I'm sure you're gonna pick Alliance.
What chat are you on here there, bud?
Me?
Oh, I found you.
All right. I cast my vote.
Alrighty, chat. Go ahead and cast your vote. We'll leave it up for 10 minutes, and when the poll ends, so that way you guys have time to cast your votes. Obviously, at the end, we'll match them up side by side. We'll see who's the winner. Horde or Alliance? Are you
Something
red?
here,
Are
though.
you blue?
Speaking of, while the poll is going on, what is everyone's best experience now with the cross-faction play? Because I had a good one today, and it just totally highlighted World of Warcraft for me.
Let's hear it.
So I go to join a Mythic. I'm, starting a group. Everything's great. And you know how Alliance, everyone, there's assholes all over. Wow.
Oh yeah.
But it just goes to show the level of people that are on the Horde. When the first cross-platform dungeon I ever did, the first guy that joins is a Blood Elf Demon Hunter, and he puts in the chat, "So we fucking." And I'm sitting there and I'm like, this is it. This is the highlight of WoW. This is why everything is so much better nowadays. Good old fucking WoW people.
So when are they going to do the cross faction guilds?
That's a good question.
No, 'cause PvP is still Horde versus Alliance.
Yeah, but also with PvP, you have the thing where if you don't have enough people queuing up for your faction for the battle group or whatever, you can do the what's it called?
Unlisted or
Yeah.
something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
answer your question from earlier regarding Horde versus Alliance, if I may, Me, I may play Alliance, but I actually have blood in Horde, considering the fact I actually tattooed the Horde logo on my left wrist, freehand.
Oh, damn.
Wow, that's
the
dedication
Horde.
right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Loktar Okar.
And I know this isn't WoW related, but does anyone else have any video game tattoos, regardless of the game?
I got a Shinron tattoo from Dragon Ball Z.
Ooh, I like that. I
Nice.
like that. I have a Gears of War cog tag with the skull in it on my back.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Corey? You gonna put some ink on yourself?
Never.
I
Sorry.
think we should all. No, not never. I think if we can get
Oh.
enough people to chip in, Corey needs to get a tattoo.
So let's hear your thoughts on tattoos, Corey, because apparently you have some.
Actually, I don't.
You're not for them. You're not against them.
No,
just
I mean,
neutral?
yeah, just neutral. I mean, I at one point in time, yeah, I did think about getting like a sleeve done, but I don't know. I don't know.
My body, my choice.
But I don't know. I don't like needles, so it scares the living hell out of me. So yeah.
Yeah, I was extremely nervous when I got my tattoo, but it wasn't as
Pussy.
bad as I thought. And I got Keller and everything, so
Yeah.
the Keller was a bitch.
I got a half sleeve as well. So I mean, at first I agree. You're a little intimidated, but they always say you get addicted afterwards. The first time you're like, ow, ow, and then all of a sudden you're like, okay, that's over. Then you look in the mirror and you're like, when are we doing the next one?
Yeah, I got a half sleeve
Always.
too. Well, it's a work in progress. I'm working on a half sleeve.
Yeah, I'm gonna eventually. I'm already old as Christ. I was around when Moses parted the Red Sea, but that's another question. But I was gonna say I'm eventually gonna. I want to kind of do a little further down my arm, and then I want to do like a leg sleeve, but not like past the knee, from the knee down.
Of
Well,
what?
why not go the whole
Uh,
way?
Why? Because who wants to see my thigh, bro? Like, that's not. That's not a
Eh?
sight.
I mean, I mean, you can have something. What's the word? Risque on the thigh.
Risque? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how I'm gonna attract the
Yeah.
ladies. You want to see my tattoo? Slowly roll up my pants.
Go to the nude beach,
Uh,
show off your tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah,
speaking
there
of,
you
you know
go.
what? It's funny because where I live, there's a place on an island called Cherry Grove, and just by the name, I'm sure you can understand where we're going from here. It is the biggest flaming place ever. Oh,
So how far apart do you guys live? Like
Me
you and
and
Corey?
Venom.
Yeah, since you're obviously like real
He's
life.
he's a bitch and he lives
East
in Long
Coast.
Island.
Boo.
Hey,
Actually,
don't be a bitch. You came to visit me. I don't want.
yes. I was gonna say earlier this summer, me and Lunar, we were up there. She's from up there, and we actually met for the
New
first
York,
time.
right? We're talking New York.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And yeah, we met for the first time. We've been gaming since like what,
Oh, no, way
06,
back.
07? Like something
I
like that?
say it's getting probably.
No, before that
I mean,
even. Before that, like maybe like 05. I
mean,
want to say 05.
Like
yeah. I
99.
want to say because we were playing Vanilla WoW together, and I know we started playing before that. So,
Yeah.
and I remember you got me in. You got me into Vanilla WoW, and remember Totem and Geely. But
Yeah, buddy. The adventures.
was I gonna say that was maybe a year before Burning Crusade came out, and we were already playing other games before that, like Battlefield and stuff. So it's been a long time. I think we're coming up on 20 years, buddy.
Fuck.
Dang.
That's
Nice.
a long time.
Yeah.
Well, since since we're gonna go ahead and get into that, why don't we talk about rewards? I guess we got some new rewards, new season. Happy season 1, guys. Let's see here. We got some PvP rewards actually. I know
Good.
Venom, he's a PvPer, so I think you and Super should link up.
Yeah, we
Gotta
can
get
do
my
some
gear.
too.
What are you,
You
what, are
know?
you what are you rolling right now, Super?
Guardian Druid.
Oh, and I'm a Havoc Demon Hunter. Let's get it.
Oh man, I wreck on the Guardian Druid in PvP.
You don't die. Tanks in
I
the I'll
know.
tell you one thing I noticed, tanks in this expansion are ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
I was, even though I know this is odd man out of the group, but just for shits and giggles, I was watching Asmon go, and he's soloing dungeons as a warrior tank. I'm like,
I
this is
know,
ridiculous.
and then people are blaming him because now
Yeah,
warriors are getting nerfed.
yeah, exactly. But no, tanks are crazy. I literally was in Mythic 1. I know Mythic 1 isn't too crazy before. And I was watching a Guardian Druid. We literally, it was, what is it? The Academy. And that one boss that shoots out the orbs that have the hitboxes of the slimes from Naximus and Lich King that are just so wide that you can be a mile away and you're just, and die. Yeah, that type of shit. But so we all die, and he's the last one alive. And this Guardian Druid from half health of the boss soloed it. Didn't need a heal, not a nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, Guardian Druids are pretty insane right now.
And now my question is, I know they always had frenzied regeneration, but what makes it that? Like, what did they change when it comes to tanks? Because I normally don't play tanks. I'm either DPS. Sometimes I heal, very rarely, but I'm always like a DPS class. I've always played, Demon Hunter, Mage. I've played Paladin Healer back in the day a little bit, but like I was always mostly DPS. Like I said, Mage. What was it? Mage, Demon Hunter. I have so many characters I don't even know anymore. But but yeah, so I don't.
Lawman,
What was
Polly.
that? Yeah. Remember back in Burning Crusade, I was healing with him when you used to get shunned out of the raid groups.
Yeah, no, that was bullshit. Yeah.
I mean, we could tell. You want to tell the story about that? Why you got shunned from the raid groups?
Yeah, I gotta hear this.
Well, you know more about it than me, obviously, because
I was in the raid groups.
yeah. I fucking got kicked every time. It was bullshit.
Well, it's really like a funny reason, but it's not like the craziest reason. So we were playing in this guild. I don't remember the name of the guild. And I, was a holy paladin back then. And he was playing mage. So we kind of flip-flopped, over time. But, what was I going to say? Yeah, so, he would be there ready to go on raid time. And they would invite him to the group. We would get like 2 bosses in. And then like the guild leader had a girlfriend in the game who played a mage, and she was god awful. Like the only thing she knew how to do.
You made.
Yeah, she was god awful. The only thing that she knew how to do was cast frostbolt and die. Like, so, but because she's touching them where the sun don't shine, she gets invited to the raid group. And they go every time. There's multiple mages in the group. And they would just go, "Hey, Corey, see you later, bud." Kick, boom. And he was the rage kit every time.
And I mean, the shitty thing it's like, I fucking knew it was going to happen, whether it be 2 bosses in or 3 bosses in. I knew it was going to fucking happen. But if I at least got a couple bosses, I was happy. Well, not really happy because I got fucked out of the bear run so many fucking times because of it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. We would get
Is that why
halfway
you
through the
re-rolled
time run.
to a paladin? You dropped the mage?
Oh no, actually, I probably leveled up like 20 fucking paladins to like level 20 to 30. Because every time one of our friends would get the game, they wouldn't fucking they would not understand that you could choose which server you wanted to play on. So they would just go on to whatever random server that was automatically selected. so the rest of us would just re-roll onto that server.
Oh my god! I mean, he's not even kidding because I literally, one of my mage. I've always made like, especially on the horde, my mages' names were always Aranzo. Don't ask me where I came up with this name. Just popped in my head one day out of the ether. So, but it's always been Aranzo. If I look down my WoW server, like WoW servers, there's one tune on like 30 different servers at like level 1 through 20, and his name is Aranzo. So I have that name on lock throughout WoW.
and for me, it was Geely. It's fucking crazy. You
So
know
when
what?
did the name Corey come about for your
That
tune?
that is actually a funny story, and I'll save that for another time for when I get my brother in on the show, because he's actually the one that came up with the name. So I'll save that one. Yeah, we'll save that for a later episode. Maybe maybe next
Corey's
episode,
origin
or
story.
yeah, the origin story, Corey's origin
Corey.
story. Um,
Now, I have a little side thing because I know we're talking about rewards and stuff or lack thereof. Has anyone collected all the dragon riding glyphs yet?
Yes. Yeah, I did
So
it on day one.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
did that today, and I was expecting some sort of achievement, and it really does nothing. You just collect it, and it's like, good for you. So I was like, oh, that's nice. Maybe you could give me some sort of like pattern for one of my drakes. No, not a nothing. Just kind of disappointed there, but that was my beef for today. I had to let it go.
Yeah, but you got a better dragon now.
Oh yes, I go
Yeah.
fast.
super fast.
Sometimes too fast.
Too fast, too furious.
You're not even funny. Like I literally like be going fast. Like okay, I know where I'm going on the map. I'd get a text message, look down, look back up, and I'm like a zone away already.
Unless you're at a low point and you're crashing into a freaking mountain.
Oh, that's the worst when you're picking up speed and you clip a mountain and you're like, "Fuck, damn it!"
Or trying to do the damn races, so you're getting a good time and you get hung up on a fucking tree branch.
That's the
Or you
worst.
get too low and you land on the ground. I've done that so many times.
You think you're cool, like you're like, I'm gonna glide through the water. Next thing you know, your dragon turns into a fish. Like totally stop all movement.
No. Like it's like playing the fucking flying the attack choppers in Battlefield or something.
Oh
Where
my
you're fucking,
god.
2 feet off the ground and shit.
Oh yeah. And the minute like the not even like the helicopter, just like the railing, the step stool on the bottom touch the water, the thing would blow up.
Yeah. Speaking of blowing up, Race the World first kicked off today. That shit's fucking blowing up already, huh? I know. Saint was talking about earlier before the show. He was trying to get into some of the split runs.
Yep.
And what can you tell us about those?
Yeah. So, Team Liquid, they were the ones I was kind of watching today. So as soon as service came back up, they broke up into 4 different teams between mains and alts. Based kind of on armor type, and yeah, they were inviting people of high enough eye level to come and do split runs. They were offering 200,000 gold per raid run. I kind of lost track with some family in town, but they were making some good progress early in the day, swapping players in and out as they got the pieces they needed um, from the raid, and sounded like their plan was to get that cleared up and then jump straight into heroic, maybe doing some keys, and then start looking at mythic progress.
So wait, it's day one, and like we're not like nobody's even trying mythic mode already. It's out. It's out too, ain't it?
Yeah. But something to kind of keep in mind, they did change things up this tier a bit. So kind of like we saw, gonna say the bad word here, Shadowlands. where
You
the
bastard.
end bosses
Oh,
had a higher level item level gear.
PTSD is kicking in.
The new raid has kind of 3 tiers of gear. I'll go ahead and pull up my dungeon journal right here. So the first couple of bosses, and this is just normal, drop 389 gear. That's the first 4 bosses. The next couple drop 395, and then the last 2 drop 398. So it does scale up in difficulty as you progress in the raid as well. So I think they were trying to, make sure they, we were kind of limited on what and how far we could get without the M0s and without the raid being out. So trying to get people even geared up enough. So looking at heroics, those split up into it's 402, 408, and 411 for item level. And then for mythics, we have 415, 421, and 424 for item level. So definitely got to get those splits so they, have a chance. And saw a lot of class nerfs the last couple weeks. I know looked like all tanks pretty much got a 10% nerf this week on their damage mitigation. Didn't look like that was a major issue, at least for the normal splits, but that could be a factor later on. Plus, I do know their split runs were running heavy and healers. Their main group that they were broadcasting was running 7 healers at one point, just kind of allow for some sloppy play with all the pugs in the group.
Damn.
7 healers? Holy fuck.
But they did have, excuse me, they did have 30 people in the raid group. So it was 2-7-21.
Damn.
Oh, cool. So
Now,
it was a full group.
Speaking of the raids, though, has anyone been paying attention? Has there been a world's first yet?
I haven't seen anything posted.
'Cause I know that I've seen people running it. I don't know whether pug or not, inside of it at least. And usually, when the seasons first open up, there's always a race to world's first. But I was just curious to see if anyone knew.
So the race to
anything
world's
going on.
first is the first person to complete Mythic, right?
Right. The highest
I
level.
mean, there's titles for each one, I believe, but
I mean, I don't even think is anybody even like pulling Mythic at all yet? Do you know, Ricky?
Not yet. They'll probably start either Friday or Saturday, one of the two.
You could always check on WoW progress.
Oh yeah.
Radar.io does a live tracker. No mythic bosses have been downed. It looks like some. Looks like there's 3 teams that have made progression so far. Imperative, melee mechanics in the early shift. They're still fairly early into it. 5 pulls, 1 pull, and 9 pulls. Imperative's got the best so far with 5 pulls at 62% health. But that's going to be different from people trying to rush into that mythic versus the other bigger guilds taking their time, making sure their players are well geared before even going.
Yeah,
Are
you're
they
gonna
doing
see.
keys at all?
So I will. Let's see. I'll put a link in our Discord here in our just chat.
Yep. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, you got Imperative, they've got 5 pulls. Melee Mechanics, they got 1 pull in. The early shift, they got 9 pulls. I mean, these are all people I've never even heard of as
No,
well.
mostly the people pulling right now are just trying to see if what they can get on Mythic. Most of like the higher end rating guilds that push for World First, like your Echo, Limit, guilds like that are going to be doing heroic splits and trying to do plus 15s to try and get a little bit of gear before they go in there and start actually clearing out the raid.
See that it's just done so different these days, and I don't know. To me, it starts off. It's like, I mean, do they all like? I mean, I mean, between the top 10, do they all kind of have like a they all get together and like, hey guys, you know what? Let's
Oh,
take the
nice.
first 4 days, and we'll run splits, and we'll actually kick off the race at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Friday.
I mean,
Like, do they have like a common a common ground of like, what, hey, none of we won't pull, we won't start pulling mythic first boss until this time if you agree as well. Like a you know what I mean?
I mean it's
Uh,
Mutual
mostly probably
agreement.
like a
Yeah,
like
mutual agreement.
a gentleman's agreement, and mainly also because it's very unlikely they're actually gonna get kills on Mythic right away with the gearing right now, considering how low it is compared to actual Mythic eye level. So they're probably just all gonna run some heroic splits, try and get a little bit of gear before they actually go in there.
looking at some of the updates here, it looks like Liquid did clear normal. Based on this, it does not look like any guild has cleared even heroic yet. Looks like 6 out of 8 is the best in heroic.
Oh, there's only 8 bosses in the first one?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's not bad actually for the first raid.
No, not at all. And from what it looks
Um,
like, the raid actually looks pretty decent for it being the first raid of the expansion.
Yep.
Hmm.
But here's something different as well. So, EU, it looks like EU didn't have to wait till tomorrow. It looks like their servers are up and running with the raid as well. Looks like they came up about an hour or so ago, according to Raider.io, and Method and Echo are working on some of their splits, but they jumped straight into heroic instead of doing normal splits.
Yep.
Well, they'd still be overly geared, right?
But well, I mean, they could only get as geared as any of the rest of us.
Well, they were probably 300 plus item level just from last raid's like mythic gear.
Yeah, but the eye level scaled a lot higher with the new expansion. I mean, it's pushing like 430 for end boss on Mythic raid this tier. So it's about a over 100 eye level jump.
I mean, you can just see in the HP scaling alone,
Yeah.
like when you get new pieces of gear from Mythic Dungeons. I see even DPS with almost 300k health, so the scaling is a bit different.
I mean, on my
Yeah, I'm at 213 right now.
I'm at
Yeah,
250
exactly.
on my evoker healer, so
So before the expansion's even over, we're gonna need another stat squitch.
they probably
I
won't
mean,
do
if you
it
think
mid
about it,
expansion.
Yeah, no, if anything, it'll happen with next expansion. They'll do another stat squish.
I mean,
if
like,
you think about it, because the way the health is working right now, because that's the whole reason, because things got crazy, in those past expansions where people had like 5 million health, I mean, we're already heading there. People are already at 400k, a million is not far off, given another raid that comes out or two,
Yep. And I'm not sure if it has something to do with the weekly bonus being world quest, but also you're aiding a cord quest that you do for your weekly chest. They dropped the rep requirement down to 3,000 this week. So
Yep.
the 4K it's been.
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, piggybacking off of that right there, actually. Don't Well, next subject. I did see that I believe it is in BOEs and Mythic in the new raid. They are going to be bop for like the first couple weeks.
Yep, that's just them trying to control the economy. I mean, so many guilds spend millions upon millions of gold just trying to have the best gear, and there's teams that go in, under geared and just get to that where they can farm BOEs and put them on the auction house, and so I think they were trying to get away from that, and then in the long run, I think it'll be better for the economy. They did say after the world first race is complete and a few more guilds have completed the mythic raid, they'll look at unlocking that. They did say any current, like, quote unquote BOEs that have been obtained will not revert to BOE. So, like, you either equip them or lose them, basically. But then moving forward after they unlock it, like, the BOEs won't work as normal.
All right.
How
That
long
makes
does that
sense.
last until?
I think a couple weeks. I think it's basically just until the world first is done and over, I think.
So is that like account wide? Like, could you give it to another character from a different server?
No, I think it's just character only. I think. Oh.
It sucks.
I mean, like, the BOEs you'll still be able to train them amongst anybody that was eligible in the raid team that they dropped in. You just obviously they can't be sold.
No.
Now, since I haven't made an alt yet, speaking of things that are bind with account and stuff like that, the new dragon riding is that do you still have to collect the glyphs and do the skills for an
Nope.
alt, or do you automatically get it?
So basically, when you log in and get to the Dragon Isles, you just click on your little, the dragon icon on your mini map now, where you can check your rep and your skills. Basically, you'll already have all your glyphs. You just have to click on the skills thing and, like, select your talents on the talent tree again.
Yeah, it's like dragon riding and world quest unlocks and stuff like that are all account wide.
So they really made it, from past expansions, where, like especially, the dreaded Shadowlands, where, anything with those legendaries, they made it really un-alt friendly. And it seems that they really turned that around and made it kind of more geared towards making alts and having different characters, because now it seems like you hit 70 and you have all your dragon riding and all that other reputation grinding stuff already unlocked, so you're just pretty much getting gear.
Yeah, this is supposed to be the most alt-friendly expansion they've actually released out of the 9 they've brought out.
Which is good.
Yeah, which
Especially
is definitely
for
not a bad thing.
alcoholics.
Something else cool they did. So, like, if you really like grinding on one character per se, so they added some new items into the renown trees. So for each of the 4 main renowns, your Dragon Scale Expedition, the Maruk Centaur, the Iskara Tuskar, and then the Valdrakan Accord, at level 10, once you get level 10 with a certain rep, all your alts get 100% additional reputation gains from 1 to 10. And then again at level 20, if you get like your main to level 20 renown, you get 100% from level 10 to 20 or 200% from level 1 to 10.
Oh, nice.
That's pretty cool.
So
Yeah, I
it helps
didn't know
you
about
speed
that.
up your rep gains with your alts as well.
Yeah, I need some more levels with Iskar because I really like the fishing that you can do with the spear and everything.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I was checking that out the other day just for fun.
You need 10 for ice fishing, don't you?
That I'm not sure.
Welcome back, Corey.
Thank you. Before I forget, we got those predictions back. That poll.
Yeah.
and 80% has voted for Horde.
Well, that's because people
Oh,
voted
yeah.
80 times.
I didn't click it. I didn't click it that many times. Super did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Wow, they ratted you out, man. Good friends
Yeah,
you have.
man, what the fuck?
Fucking
It's all
sold your
about
ass
Horde.
right down the river, bro.
I don't know what you're talking
Here we thought that we got so much engagement, and then it's just him.
about.
It's just him padding the stats.
Yeah.
Speaking of waltz, though, you know, I was actually thinking about making an evoker myself. I actually did make one and just got him out of the starting zone. What is your? I know he said, you know, Jack, you know, the healer Jack here, but everyone's opinions on evokers as a new class.
Evokers are pretty much just a boomkin with scales and flying.
And with scales.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
As I'm actually playing one, I did my first kind of M0 healing with Korean Super the other night. I feel it went fairly well. I got to, figure out, getting some DPS added into the rotation, or else that's not going to really be viable in, the keys. But, fairly easy to keep everybody alive. DPS is kind of weird. I'm definitely need to look at some of the talents because the way I'm set up right now, like with AOE polls, like I can just blow things up, but bosses and single target are really low. Like there's been a few bosses with maybe it's just the way I'm spec'd out, and obviously I've been just kind of focusing on eye level upgrades. Now I can start looking at stat priorities and things like that. But like I've had tanks out DPS me on a couple bosses. Like what the hell?
Yeah, because I was, you know, considering rolling the devastation, the DPS spec. You know, so I was kind of flip flopping the idea of going the actual healer, but from what I've seen, you know, in my limited exposure to them in dungeons, you know, I mean, actually, just in general for the class, they seem to be a very spread damage AOE type of class. So I guess it's kind of accurate to say similar to a boomkin with like Starfall and stuff like that. But you know, they're very AOE and, you know, multi-target oriented. They're not the best single target DPS.
The charge skills are kind of cool on them, though.
I do like that. I do like that.
Yeah,
I will
those are
definitely
fun to
say.
use. Something, and it's something Super and I were talking about with he leveled a or played a warlock a little bit. I don't know if how far he leveled it, but
Oh,
a
I
lot
got
of
it
the
to 70, but it was a pain in the ass.
So a lot of the dungeons, with some of the boss mechanics, there is a lot of movement required, and it's hard to get some of those charges or casts off.
Yeah, that's pretty much why I stopped playing the Warlock.
Yeah, demo locks are one of the top rated DPS right now for Mythic Plus and rating, according to the last thing that they did.
Oh, mine was
Yeah.
Affliction.
Yeah, Demonology is a freaking DPS, like up top in S tier. It's like, what the hell?
Well, I did level 1 to 70.
You know,
It takes maybe 3 hours to learn how to play demo.
you know, well, first with demo locks, you know, a lot of it comes from their you know, pets. You know, they have their dots and their pets, so there's not a whole lot of casting that needs to be done in general. You know.
It's kind
They
of
got,
similar to
still
like
got
being a
the
hunter, right?
Hand of Gul'dan. Is that still a thing?
Don't
I know
know.
some of the abilities change.
Rookie?
What?
Is Hand of Gul'dan still a thing?
Is he
For
a lock?
Warlock? Yeah,
Ah,
it
shit.
should be. It's still
I
a
mean,
thing
he would
for
he would know.
it's still a thing for Demonology Warlocks.
You gotta remember, man, he's a pro.
Oh, I know. I seen.
That you or him?
We experienced it during that Anduin fight.
Taking us back to Shadowlands.
Yeah.
I hate. No, I don't like that expansion.
Oh no, that was
The
the worst
dumpster fire of an
expansion ever.
expansion.
I'm enjoying this one a lot more.
Yeah, we literally spent 3 years in actual hell.
Literally.
But I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
it's like people played it in the beginning, quit, and then came back at the end when they
to
fixed
get ready for the next expansion.
it. Yeah.
But you saw that?
So what?
Saw
You
what?
sneak back in the door right when the end of the expansion was happening.
Yeah,
I
it's usually
feel like you weren't the only one, buddy.
Yep, I did the same thing.
We all did.
Yeah,
I
I
literally,
OTC'd the first raid and then just fucking took off.
that's pretty much what I did. I did
Yeah.
Castle, and I got tired of freaking farming Torghast and all the other bullshit, and I was like, "Fuck this." Went to Final Fantasy 14 for a while.
I went over to
See,
Classic. Wow, just
Um,
having more fun doing that.
I know Corey tried to talk me into the 14, and I reinstalled it and resubbed, and then I played for about 5-6 hours, and I was like, nope.
Hey, I was invited to a wedding on that game. I intended.
A wedding?
Yeah, you can. Other players can marry one another, and you're gonna get an invitation. Like I was just chilling by
In the mail?
Oh yeah.
No, I
Oh
got a
yeah. Hell
hand
yeah.
invitation by
Weddings are actually really
somebody.
cool.
Please
Me.
RSVP.
Yeah. Me and Lunar got married in Final Fantasy.
Did you? How much did your wedding cost in there?
How much would you say it costed? Our wedding in Final Fantasy.
If you look at my Discord, I took screenshots of it because me and my girlfriend we attended.
It cost
wedding.
27 Moogles as a
Oh,
dowry.
I think we did the free one. Yeah, we did the free one.
Oh, I thought you had to pay like money to get married. Like actual.
No. Well, I mean,
in-game
there's 3 different tiers that you get. There's a free one, and then there's 2 other tiers that offer like a mount and like a
So
pet or something like
basically,
that.
you did the court get married in front of a judge real quick wedding.
I mean,
shotgun wedding.
pretty much. Well, I mean,
They eloped.
I mean, yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, what do you get exactly? Anything special? Like
You get a ring.
You
of
get a ring.
eternal bonding.
XP or whatever when you're together too.
What's that?
Can you
Link to XP gain or something like that when you're together too?
No, but I
Can you
believe
summon each other?
what's that?
Can you summon each other at least?
So
you're always
I don't
together?
remember. Here, let me
I knew a
Let-
recruiter friend when I did
Heavy.
recruiter friend with my girlfriend.
Eternal bond.
They gave you like a where you could summon each other and shit for.
It's interesting. No, all they give you is a ring, and she gets the ability to check your DMs every once in a while.
Let's see here.
Sneaks
Special
your
item.
thumbprint through your phone.
Yeah, exactly. Who's that
Yeah.
bitch you've been texting? I see she asked you for some gold.
Okay, here we go. The
Sounds like half the
all right.
female
So
White House dancing in the
the
mailbox.
attire
Oh,
for the standard plane, you get the you get the males, they get the tailcoat, the women they get the gowns, and then you get. Hang on, this site doesn't take that takes forever to load. And then for the rings, you get a eternity ring. Let's see here. As proof of your spiritual bond made manifest, the eternity rings have been granted special powers that you may always be at your beloved side. Invoking the power of these blessed rings will teleport you to your partner. So yes, you do get a teleport.
Yeah, I thought so.
I mean, hey, you know what? If you guys want to watch our wedding, it's up on the YouTube.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I just
You
posted
sick bastard, you videotaped it?
Yes, I did.
in the Discord. I posted.
How much
Uh,
was the camera
Yeah,
crew?
the wedding
Alright,
that
I'd
I
have to dig.
attended.
Did you get a DJ for the reception?
Dude, people go fucking. They go all out on this stuff.
Dude, I don't.
I mean, no, I'm dead serious, man. If you guys want to, uh, go ahead. Ask Cole to you know, the next time he gets invited to a wedding, ask him to stream it. Like, people fucking they go all out with this stuff, man. Like, it's
Oh, I know. I know. I got
it's crazy.
invite just because I was at the right place at the right time.
Well, you're
Yeah.
talking about a game that
Yeah.
has like actual in-game sex houses that people go and like RP in.
Do they?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Fucking Final
dude.
Fantasy 14 is interesting for that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. For Lunar was also saying, you have to like actually like make reservations and everything like that. So you have to go to the chapel and reserve a time and things like that. And then you have to send out invitations to all your friends. And
And then your
it's
guests
literally
have to travel.
just like planning a real fucking wedding.
Yeah, because I had to travel there, and I was like, "How the hell do I get here?" And I was low level at the time because I was just started playing the game, and I had to go die a couple times just to get to this wedding because everything was so high level.
You know, and that's funny. They turn around and say, "Well, so what'd you get us for our wedding?" I died 3 times on the way here. That's enough.
Well, no, I went to one of our friends' wedding, and they had like party games, like afterwards, like they had a fucking reception like afterwards, and they modded,
cool.
they completely redid their house because you know that game has a really fucking awesome housing market.
Yeah, it does.
Blizzard, take note, okay?
Especially
Please
Guildhouse.
give us
too, was
fucking
pretty
housing.
cool.
Yeah, it's the housing. It's a game all on its own. It's like playing the fucking Sims. Like the housing in that game is fucking ridiculous, man. But yeah, no, they had you know, they had like skee ball and like toss the chocobo or whatever it is, and you know they had some mini games and like they paid people out in prizes, and it was pretty cool. Here's some of the bonuses you get though. Special items and bonuses. You get the embrace emote, the eternity cake, which you know that's something you could put in your housing, which I have that in my apartment. And then
Can't afford a house, huh?
dude, it's hard to get a house, man. Like you have to wait for somebody to basically be logged off and you know not sub for like I think it's like 6 months or some shit like
Basically, you
that.
have to wait for Mr. Beast to buy you a house.
Pretty much, and it's expensive to buy a fucking house on top of it, man. It's crazy. A demon box minion, a bride's moogle, and a ceremony chocobo, which is basically a you know 2-seater chocobo. It's white and everything like that. It's nice, fancy.
That's how you get a 2-seater mount. You gotta get married.
Oh, dude, they got a giant fucking whale mount.
Oh yeah, that's
Like
expensive.
the mounts in that game is fucking awesome.
You know what that whale's off of, right? If you know your Final Fantasies.
We talked about this. Final Fantasy 14 is the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played, man.
Final Fantasy 4. You ride the whale. That's what it's off of. Yeah, I posted the pictures on just chatting on the Discord of the wedding that I attended. And then I got front row seats, as you can see in the screenshot. I'm only level 8. There wasn't too many people there.
Let's see. How the fuck do you restart?
So my question is, what happens when you get divorced?
It uninstalls.
It uninstalls. Does she take half your gold and your property and leave?
Oh yeah,
Take
easily.
that, your loot.
Okay, there you guys go. There is a
Oh,
Final Fantasy 14 wedding. All right, it's not it's not you know from start to finish where you plan and everything like that. It's just the ceremony.
Yep. I did a lot of slash cheers and slash claps.
Were they cheek claps?
Golf claps.
I mean, it was a wedding.
No. Okay, the
That's
golf
all.
claps. We are renaming golf claps. Golf claps from this day forward, guys. Chat. No more golf claps. All right. Saint claps. All right. They will from now on be known as Saints claps because Saint loves the golf clap.
Heck yeah.
Fucking right.
There's the first official Saint claps for chat. There you guys go.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check out this wedding.
That's what I'm doing right now. You guys talk ahead. I'm enjoying this.
You're gonna be
Fine, too.
downloading Final Fantasy 14 tonight, aren't you?
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be married
Hey.
to 5 chicks by the end of the week.
Hey, you know what? Their free trial is actually really, really good. And
Can I get married with a free trial?
And
maybe.
it's cheaper subscription
Maybe.
than WoW too.
Oh yeah. Well, because you only need one character. So
Well, even though you only need one character, I still have a couple. Because you can't be all the races.
well, true.
So you got experience with
But
No, I never played this Final Fantasy. Like, I can see from the video, like the skill tree, like it actually looks like it has the same amount of skills as WoW. Because that was one of the things with other MMOs that bothered me. I feel it was like the same 4 moves over and over and over again. There's no diversity. But it seems to me that there's actually some
oh no,
complexity to the characters.
the rotation, like the actual rotation for Dragoon, at least at that point. I mean, I'm only level 62 there, so I'm not even max level when this was shot. And like the rotation back then, I believe, I mean, it was like fucking like 12 buttons or some shit. Like the rotation is long, and the animations are, I'm sorry, but the animations are, they top WoW, okay? You cannot fucking beat the animations in this fucking game.
Oh, the cutscenes too. They're just so detailed and tearjerker.
Dude, don't get me started. It made me cry. On stream too.
Yeah.
I cried on stream because of this game.
Oh, you had to switch it to a BRB screen real quick. Catch your bearings.
I'm crying. I only got dust in my eye socket. It's okay. Oh, here it goes. The wedding is starting. He's walking into the chapel, guys.
How many people did you invite to the wedding?
I only knew like 5 people, so
Oh shit.
I invited like 5, and then my brother knows like 10 million people, so he invited a bunch of people.
Pretty cool. It goes into like a whole cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you can see your character if you're attending one, like in the cutscene too. Because I was clapping because I was in front row. Because I had to be in
Wow,
that.
damn, Cora, your character's ugly as hell.
Wow, thanks.
You see my character?
Let me see. What does your character look like? The average Joe on the side or something like that?
Well, I posted a picture of me attending the wedding, like screenshot.
Yeah, you look at the just chatting. He's got a nice,
Yeah.
he's got a nice
Like
mustache.
the people clapping on the side.
It's a beard. I got the
Full beard.
Yeah. And surprisingly, my actual name wasn't taken. So
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing too. You gotta have in Final Fantasy 14, you have a first name and a last name.
Really?
Yep.
do you get to change your last name when you get married?
I don't know. You didn't get to change your last name when we got married in Final Fantasy.
So Lunar
Oh.
became Lunar Streams.
Yes.
From Luna Thunder
Shit.
to Lunar Streams.
Where was I gonna go with that?
The world may never know.
But anyways. Oh boy. Okay, so
Now,
I
this
think
Final Fantasy 14 this podcast now.
Oh yeah, we kind of went way off topic. I got so sidetracked about the challenge.
I think we'll dump it there for now anyways. Cause I mean there wasn't a whole lot that went on this week, especially now that it's Tuesday. We got a lot to look forward to this week for next week's show. Obviously, because we'll have some World Force bosses going down. We'll be doing some raiding as well this week. We have keys to do. And
Always do a 10.
Yeah.
yeah, so
I want to get into some serious PvP. So anyone who wants to PvP with me, you let me know.
All right here.
Oh, fucking let's
I'm
go.
all about the PvP.
That's it. It's all about making the little kids cry.
Yeah.
There's nothing like listening to kids rage quit. It's fantastic.
Never
we did
really
that
gotten
early in
into,
Fortnite.
PvP on WoW, but I was telling Super, I wouldn't mind learning.
Well, it depends on PvP is, one, you do have to know your class, but the best thing, for PvP is knowing the other class, because when you can predict what they're going to do in certain situations, pretty much PvP and WoW is a game of countering. So how are you going to counter what the other person is doing?
And you use skills that you normally don't use in PvE, like your stuns and
in most of your interrupts. Like for me, Demon Hunter, you consume magic. When the hell do you really ever use consume magic in a raid? You're just tapping 4 buttons,
I know my Guardian Druid never used growth unless I'm PvP.
Exactly. So I mean, it definitely brings a different dimension to the game. Especially if you're only been raiding and doing dungeons, you actually get to use the full complement of your class. And I'm using Demon Hunter for an example because it's the class I'm playing right now. Like they have a move called Spectral Sight. So you're never going to use Spectral Sight in a raid. When the hell does that ever happen? Because all it does is make you be able to see people invisible. But you're in PvP and you see a rogue on the other team. You use Spectral Sight and you're able to throw glaive him right before and break him out of stealth before he's able to jump on your healer.
Yeah, it's like the same way with hunters was flare.
Mm-hmm.
You never use that in PvE.
Exactly. So I mean, my best advice is start in BGs, even though you're not really gonna, get some PvP gear, and then do some skirmishes. Just practice your class in skirmishes where there's no rating, where it doesn't matter, just so you can get a feel. Even though yes, you'll get some like assholes that are full PvP geared that come in and just stomp your face in. It's gonna happen. But it's a good practice, and it definitely adds a new dimension to the game because I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do dungeons and raids all day, but when you want to change your pace, it's a nice change of pace.
Yeah, because it's really nice when you have your equipment manager where you can swap out between the two sets easily. I know in Shadowlands you had to either pick PvP or PvE because you didn't have time to do both. At least I didn't.
No, well, then you also you needed legendaries that were according to it, so you had to run
And
toward the end to get
Covenants.
the other one. Yeah, and Covenants. So it was a pain.
Yeah.
But speaking of that, being able to swap back and forth, that really, the new way the talent systems run, where you can have multiple layouts that you can make without having to pay 1,000 gold for a second specialization, like that also adds. It makes it a lot easier to swap
Oh
back
yeah,
and forth, and you
especially
can
the
just
way
go
you
through
can
the things.
import it from like Wowhead. You get a little code and you import it. You don't even have to sit there and figure out which ones to click. You can import the whole thing.
Exactly. And what was I going to say? Because if you look at the specializations, you can create. I don't think there's I haven't tried, but I have 2 different builds, and I can still says you still can make more. So you can just cop back and forth and click back. Go back to this build that and immediately switch.
Yeah, because
You
there's
know,
Mythic Plus build. There's rating,
single target rating
single
builds.
target rating build, yeah, and then PvP
Exactly.
build, because there's
Hey,
gonna be stuff you're gonna be pick up in PvP that you wouldn't in PvE.
you guys remember the start of the conversation earlier regarding the auction house issue?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually the trophies of strife that allow you to turn in for war mode gear in Valdraken. They had to change them and turn them to BOP and unable to auction because they were able to be auctioned. People were making 800,000 to 900,000 gold in 30 minutes by selling them, and giving people an unfair advantage in the battlegrounds because people were buying them out and becoming super OP.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah,
Why
I just
didn't I know
found out
about
about that one.
Why didn't I know about this?
I
I
know.
Yeah,
wanted
no
to make the
kidding, like
gold.
900,000 gold in 30 minutes.
Seriously, like that's like me with the GameStop shit. I was always late to the punch, man. Ah, fuck
Well,
it, man.
it's usually
Someone just told
that's
me a
how it
day
works.
sooner.
That's how it works,
Always.
man. You know, if you're just now learning about it, it's too late.
Yeah, always too late. Always. That and you got to know when like when to hold them, know when to fold them. So I
Yeah.
got on that
Know when
AMC
to
swag.
run away.
I got on that AMC on the AMC portion of it. Watched my money go all the way up to like 15K, and I'm like, it's still gonna go to the moon, bro. And then I watched it plummet all the way back down because I just didn't sell. You know, so maybe I'm not the smartest with money. But for you guys in Discord just chatting, I just put my battle tag. So whoever wants to PvP, I'm gonna start doing battlegrounds and getting my gear. So give me an ad, and we can always
Oh yeah,
jump
when
on.
I was
play.
leveling my druid, I leveled by doing PvP. So when I hit 70, I had most of my honor for my set of PvP gear.
That's smart. And I never actually leveled through PvP, but it's cool that that's a viable option of leveling.
Well, if you're horde, then you have a better chance of winning. Because
Yeah,
it
because
seems like horde win a lot more than alliance.
well,
And this is supposed to be an alliance-dominated server too.
Yeah.
well, it's because in the battle group, you're not just our server might be alliance dominated, but you're not playing just against the server. You're
Yeah.
probably playing other horde dominated servers.
Like Area 52.
And there you go.
Alrighty. Well, I think yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and close it up there for tonight to close out Hardcore Casuals episode 2. Yeah, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Obviously, this is our first time doing the show live, and if you missed it, be on the lookout for the VODs on the YouTube, Spotify. We're gonna be on everything, guys. Hey Venom, you got any plugs, man? Is there any place anybody can find you? Twitch, Twitter, etc.
You know what? That's a good. I mean, you can always give my Twitch, but I'm not really on it much. You know what? Now that being said, I'm gonna make some for the next time. I'll have something set up for you guys.
All right, we'll definitely be looking forward to it, man. How about you, Central?
Sorry, I missed that last part.
Do you have any plugs at all?
No, not really. I'm just kind of along for the ride tonight.
He's our +1.
Yeah, the guy that snuck into the car in the trunk. Don't worry, I put the hammer away.
He was the guy we found on the side of the street saying, "Hey, buddy, we just need to fill a spot. You want to come with?" Like,
The only spot opens in the trunk.
jump in the truck. We'll leave a bottle in there for you. We'll let you out.
Like
when we
I'm
get to the club.
5'6". Yeah, 5'6". I'm small enough to fit in the trunk.
Damn.
What about you, Rookie?
Yeah, I can.
Not really. I have BNet if anybody has any questions about any hunter related topics or any WoW related
Well,
topics.
that's good to know because I play a hunter and I have questions about marksman.
Yeah,
I really never played marksman.
that's primarily what I play. Been playing it for quite a long time. So if you ever have any questions, you can always shoot me a DM on Discord here,
Uh-oh, unhappy baby in the background.
Yeah.
I have 3 kids. I hear you, man.
Yeah, I have 4.
Oh, you poor bastard. Well, my 3 kids are on the spectrum, so that's kind of, yeah, makes it fun.
Oh boy.
And the superstar. What are
Yeah.
your plugs, bud?
Well, I'm pretty much on everything. Twitter. I don't use Twitter much, but I'm on there. Instagram. Pretty much my name is across all platforms is the same. Like you search that name, you'll find me. Twitch, Facebook, any of that.
Yeah, you heard him, ladies and gentlemen. Be free, feel free to stalk his ass.
Superstars with the 3.
And you know
Yeah.
what?
Well,
You know
it's
what?
3 for the E too.
Oh. He's getting fancy now.
Yeah. Well, it was taken, so I had to
So
improvise.
actually,
It's unique.
I'm gonna add, because you know what? Tonight inspired me. I think I'm finally gonna start streaming again. So you can actually find me on the Venom Live. It's called Venom Live is my channel's name, but the O in Venom, well, the O in Venom is a 0 because I had to get fancy too. So that's how you know what? I'm actually gonna start streaming
Venom.
again. Exactly.
You know what? Actually, dude, Venom. What was you? Was you on the channel at all last night?
I was.
Did you see that fucking raid, bro?
I did.
Shit was fucking insane, man.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the background, quiet, being a ninja watcher, sipping on some Diet Dr. Pepper.
Wow.
Enjoying
Not
the
even gonna
show.
join us? Wow, he didn't even want to join
I
us,
was
man, guys. What the
considering-
fuck?
Sometimes I like sitting in the background, being that judgmental asshole. Like, look at these idiots.
Dude, at
Yeah,
first I
sipping
thought I
your
was being
Diet Dr.
follow
Pepper.
botted.
Yep.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Because I thought the same thing. Because I was laughing at first, and then then I realized it was like legit.
Yeah. But it was just the wall of text of, so and so followed her channel. It started off with just one, and then like, I popped some
just-
code ones for him, and then all of a sudden it just became follow, and then I was
Yeah,
like,
it started- It was funny because it started with one, and then the whole chat was just follow instantly. Like there was no delay in between. It was just instantly.
Yeah, I even said it too. I'm like, oh crap, I'm being follow botted. I was like this close from ending the stream, to get that shit cleared up, and then finally there was a break in the follows, and somebody was like, "Hi, we're from Annie. Annie sent us." And it's like, wait, what? It was fucking crazy, man.
That sounds, as crazy as that is, that's also sad at the same time. When you get some followers, you're like, wait, people like me?
Yeah.
It's
And,
a happy day.
What about you, Saint? What can people find you?
Right now, I'm just on the Discord, still in the works of getting things set up. Like I said, it'll be coming live later on in the year, beginning of next year. So keep a ear out for that. I'll let you guys know as soon as that's ready to launch. But I'll keep bringing you guys your news every week. Be looking to probably discuss the raid next week, and then I'll make sure I'm bringing the world first updates.
Oh man, next week's show is gonna be a fucking razzle dazzle because we got BYOB raid night starting back up on Friday.
Oh, those are my favorite. You don't, you think I'm funny now. Just wait till I get a few drinks in me. I'm always here for the comic relief.
The one where you guys died at the same time the boss died. Oh man, that was hilarious. I've never seen that happen, and I was watching. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like they killed the boss, but they all died. They didn't get credit.
Oh man, see that's premium entertainment. You only find that here.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
watching on my phone because I wasn't home at the time, and I was like, "Wow,
Mhm.
it's crazy."
And I am your guys' host, Corey Stream. You know,
What's up,
obviously you
bro?
guys are here. So come on back. Come and join us, guys.
Especially
You know,
when you get drunk on Friday.
yeah. Yeah, definitely.
It gets really interesting.
Yeah, we like to pop those bottles on Friday nights, guys. And yeah, so come on back. Our normal times, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. The show normally we will do. We'll try to do it on Sundays, so that way I can have it out to, the VODs and everything out to you guys on Spotify and the YouTubes. Come Monday, Tuesday, and yeah, we'll catch you guys next week, and stay tuned for more updates from everybody here. Join the Discord, and happy gaming, guys.
Till next time.
Peace.
Peace.